Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here today to do another swatch video. I know that makes 2 in a row, but this time it's a little bit more well-known brand, and that is of course Ofra Cosmetics. So I am doing today's video on the summer bundle of limited edition metallics, and I have all 3 shades here. They came in a set just like this, and I will be doing my swatches, first impressions, and a mini review on the formula because I know metallics are kind of what's in, and you might be curious as to what the formula is like, and I definitely want to share my thoughts on these ones, so we'll get to this a little bit later. In addition to doing those, I will be doing my favorites from my regular collection. These are all the ones I've collected over the last year maybe. So I'm going to swatch a couple of my favorites just so I can share which ones I love and which ones I don't. I know this particular formula is not a drying formula, so if you know me, then you know I prefer the drier formulas. So it's always fun to share my thoughts and my experiences on these type of lipsticks. So we will get to that later as well. So the 3 shades that came in the limited edition summer bundle were Monaco, Santorini, and Versailles. And one is a very frosty pale nude. One is a very vibrant pink, which is the one I'm wearing today.
I love this shade.
And then of course there's Monaco. It's kind of like a frosty, dusty rose shade, and I thought I was gonna love this one the most, but I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it out there. I hate it on my skin tone. So I swatched these at work, and I was just so in love with this shade on my skin tone. I said, oh hey, I love this. Like, this is going to be one of my favorite shades for the summer. You know, I'm really digging the metallic look. I'm really glad it's made a comeback, and I'm really excited, you know, to play with these a little bit. But then I got this shade and I put it on my lips, and oh Lord have mercy, I was not happy with it. I tried so hard to layer it on and to pull out a color that I would like, but unfortunately for this particular shade, it didn't translate from the bottle to my skin as well. I know it looks like it does on my hand, but you'll see in my swatches later that it's a little bit paler than what I expected. And I'm not saying it's not a beautiful shade, but I did have a couple of my coworkers try this on their skin tone as well. One of them is much more fair than I am, and one is a little bit more tan than I am. Her features are actually more cool toned, whereas mine are warm toned. And we all kind of felt the same about this particular shade on us. We didn't love it very much. So I've seen swatches and I've seen videos, and I fell in love with it. I was all about this shade when I first saw the collection, but after I tried it, I would have to say it's probably my least favorite from this collection. I'm sure over another shade I might like it a little bit more, but as far as first impression, I would have to say that this is probably the most underwhelming out of the 3. The next one that I wasn't 100% in love with was Versailles, and that is the Frosty Nude. And swatched on the skin, it's really pretty. It's, you know, a peachy, pale, frosty nude. But on the lips, it's almost, it makes you look washed out. It made me look washed out. Again, this is my skin tone. I did have only one of my other coworkers, and she's the one of the fairer ones, use this one as well. And she didn't hate it as much as we disliked the other ones, but she and I both felt pretty mutual about it. And it was that it was a pretty shade, but it didn't leave an impression. I wasn't impressed with it. I would have to say this might be pretty as a top coat, but as a lip by itself, it's not my favorite either. I will swatch it later just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I know, like I said, I've seen swatches of all 3 of these shades, and I've fallen in love with all of them. Like, I would not have bought this entire collection if I didn't love every single one of them. But unfortunately, I wasn't happy with it. Not to say the formula isn't good. We'll touch base on that a little bit later, but let's move on to this shade real quick. This shade was kind of on my, yeah, it's a beautiful shade and I love it, but I probably won't wear it the most. Like, I thought I was going to wear more of Monaco, but
Nope.
This is a beauty. Like, this one here is freaking gorgeous. I love it. But this one here kind of reminds me of Jeffree Star's Masochist. So it's a very deep pink, and I know I mentioned actually in my last video is I'm really feeling these kind of pinks. And this one has just a little bit of frost to it. You can still tell it's metallic-y, but it's not an overwhelming metallic. And that might be the case with these other two that I don't like about it, is that they're a little too metallic-y. But in all honesty, I have other metallic shades, so it's not that it's the whole metallic look. It just so happens to be those two shades, because this one here, like, let me tell you, I am in love with it. If you're going to pick up one shade from this collection, you need to pick up this one. Santorini. Just checking. This one is just stunning. And as you know, pinks can be flattering on a lot of skin tones. I think this one is going to be so amazing on a lot of people. I think this one is going to be the one that's going to be the most universal on all skin tones. I think it'll look freaking phenomenal on, you know, fair, dark, any skin tone you have. The middle Versailles, just with my skin tone, maybe it's just my yellow or something, but I don't love it. And, you know, it might be one of those shades that I warm up to a little bit later on, but until then, like I said, my first impression on these, not too good. In addition to swatching these three shades, I will be swatching my favorites from my Ofra collection. So I have quite a few of them, not a lot. I know Ofra has so many gorgeous shades. I want them all, but unfortunately, I can only own so many. So what I think I'm going to do is just swatch my top three from their line of lipsticks. And first and foremost, I'm just going to, you know what, jump right into it, is Manhattan. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This shade is perfect. Let me swatch it on my hand real quick. It is a plum mauve shade that I am pretty obsessed with, honestly. I wear it quite often. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times on my Snap if you're following me there, but you've probably seen it on Instagram a couple of times. This one would it's so amazing. I don't think I own anything quite like this particular shade. I know I own some similar to it, but none that I would say are identical. So this one kind of really stands out. This one is out of this formula. This brand is the one I reach for the most because it is the best. The next shade that I really love is from Kathleen Lights, and it is Miami Fever. So I had heard from quite a few people that it is an amazing shade, and I didn't pick it up right off the bat. I waited until like the second or third launch of them, and when I finally picked it up, I was like, holy wow, everyone is right. I mean, I have lots of yellow in my skin tone, so it kind of brings out the oranginess to it, which I freaking love. Like, I've seen it on some people and have it look almost a little brown, and I'm assuming those are all cool tone people. I mean, obviously I don't know everyone's skin tone, but this is what it looks like on me. So I think, like I said, a lot of the yellow in me is what's pulling out this color, and I freaking love it. I'm actually really a fan of orange lipstick shades. This one's probably one of the top 3 orange shades that I own. And then the last shade that I would consider one of my favorites is Laguna Beach, and this one here is like a pale pink nude almost. I freaking love this shade. I think this shade's a great neutral shade, and it's like an everyday color. It's like a dusty rose actually, so I expected Monaco to look kind of like this one, but in metallic shades, but I was way wrong, like super wrong. Like, if you look at them, they're not the same. I would actually say that it's more similar to Manhattan, so if you were to combine these two and then just throw in a shit ton of frost, then you'd probably get this shade here. Yeah, maybe. But these are the shades that I would have to say are my favorite from Ofra, and I will be swatching these all in today's video. If you're curious to see the rest of the 9 shades that I own swatched, then just let me know. Comment down below. Maybe I can do one more video with my next top 5 fave or collection. Whatever you guys want to see, just let me know. I would be more than happy to share that with you. But before we go on to the swatches, just real quick, I know I gave you my first impression, but as far as the formula goes, I would have to say it's just as good as any Ofra lipstick. Like, I love Ofra lipstick. It's a soft matte, and it does dry down pretty well. It's not 100% transfer proof, but it is pretty resistant. As you can see, there isn't much there to show as far as rub off, so I'm really happy about that. That's what I absolutely love. The wear is pretty damn long. It doesn't fade like some of my other liquid lipsticks. I think what it does is it more stains your lips as opposed to like drier liquid lipsticks, they kind of just do that layer of color. These ones stain your lips a little bit more. I have a feeling these lips are going to be pretty stained and I have to swatch after this. So we're going to see how that goes. But definitely a comfortable formula. I do have quite a bit of friends and followers that prefer the soft matte, that do not like the dry matte, and I totally respect that. That's kind of why I wanted to do this video here, just because surprisingly, I do love other brands besides, the ones you guys have already seen. But so the formula itself, like I said, it's very soft. It's not sticky. It does come to most of a dry. It's not like some of the other soft mattes that, even though they are a soft matte, they're still kind of moist. This one's not as moist as the other one, so I love that about it. The formula is moussey, and I know I've referenced their particular formula in other videos, but kind of just, to elaborate more on that one, is it, as you saw when I swatched him, it's very moussey. When you apply it, you can kind of glob. That sounds horrible. You almost glob it on, and then from there kind of just work with the shade. You'll see that when I swatch it, how they apply. They're very pigmented shades, which I really love. Like I said, the wear is forever. So all of them sell for $19.90, but you can use so many codes. I think every single makeup artist that I follow has their own Ofra code. And Ofra has a lot of sales, so if you don't want to use a code, if you're not about that life, then you can always wait for them to go on sale. And because they are in partnership with BoxyCharm and I know Ipsy, then you can usually get exclusive shades and bundle sets through them at a way discounted price. I think I got 5 of them for like $25 through Ipsy ones, and that was like last fall. It's definitely worth keeping an eye out for any sales if you're like me and you like to save money, because I'm cheap. But so, like I said, $19.90, but with 30% off, they come out to about $16, and I think it's free shipping after like $50. Yeah, I would recommend you check them out. There are some shades worth looking at. Honestly, they have such a wide variety of a collection. So, I think that's it. If you want to see some swatches, just keep on watching, and I will see you at the end. and we're back. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed them. I have a couple more shades, so like I said, if you would like to see, then please just let me know. Comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like seeing swatch videos in general, give this a thumbs up. I would still love to do a collection video, so if you're interested in that, then please let me know. If you don't like this video, then please just walk away, pretend it did not happen, and maybe, possibly, I can get you in the next video. We'll see. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye.